Hey, and thank you for clicking play. And yes, I finally have, as shown in a previous pickups video, the Spectrum purchased from Amazon. And look at the fine packaging they sent it in. It did get here in super quick time. Delivery was free. That's fantastic. This is genuinely all the protection there was in the box. So let's hope everything's fine. So what do you get from Amazon? You get an extra piece of brown paper. You get the Spectrum, the Spectrum, and you get this piece of paper as well. Let's ditch that. Probably ditch that. And I am very excited about opening this. And I've just thought I might have to shoot it round to see. We'll go from here. I'm thinking when I opened the Atari 2600 Plus, remember there was the legit smell of the plastics. I wonder if we'll get a similar experience with this. Right, let's carefully open. Oh, there's the back. Let's carefully open this. No need for a craft knife, because that's just stuck down there. I haven't opened this yet at all. And I am so pleased to have this. Here you go. There's the back of the box. I know the whole entire world did these videos when these came out, but I've only just got one, so I don't care. Oh, that's stuck down though. I do need a knife. Please hold. Oh, no, I've got one. That's probably been on my desk for about 4 years. I just didn't realise it was there. Right. And again, I had to get, I wanted it anyway when they first came out because they look really good on YouTube, but it's when I saw one in the flesh at Porg. Oh, the irony of seeing one at a Perth Amiga user group. But I was just blown away by how fantastic this is. There we go, there's the outer box. Here's the inner box. That would be a similar size, maybe a bit smaller than an original Spectrum box. There we go, look at this. You got Crash. Now, I know it was not really a Crash reader back in the day. I was more a Sinclair user and your Sinclair reader. I still want to get hold of the issue that has the Game Over poster inside. If anybody has one, please let me know. Yeah. How cool is that? That's pretty damn cool. You get a freaking magazine inside. That's awesome. You don't get the Spectrum manual. That is extra. That is separate. And look at that. Now, before I take off this outer thing, I'm going to swing you round for a selfie face camera because I want to see what this smells like. Okay, so just for this bit, that light behind me is going to be messing things up, but that's fine. I just want to see if there is an authentic plastic smell, because genuinely that's what I had with the Atari 2600 Plus. So nothing there. It's cardboard, right? There's cardboard. This thing's surrounded in cardboard, as was the Atari 2600 Plus. But I'm wondering, when I take this plastic off here, what is the freshly packed Spectrum going to smell like? Nah, not the same experience as the 2600 Plus. That's not why you buy it, is it? But I did wonder, because you've got the rubberized keys and you have got fresh plastics, but they might not be that same makeup. Yeah, it was a crazy experience with the 2600 Plus. Right, I'll swing you back round. Sorry, just smells mostly of cardboard. Sorry about that. Okay, normal service has resumed. We'll stop sniffing our plastics and just get on with professional video or while knocking the tripod. Look at this. So there's the machine itself. Let's just quickly unpack this, okay? There's the machine itself. Underneath here. Oh, you do get the Spectrum manual. Oh, no, I think this is the small version. Yeah, so it's not the full manual, but it's in the same style, and I'll do a comparison as an original Spectrum manual. So you get that. And then in here, look, even the inner box is nicely designed. Look at that, with the stripe along the side. And that, I am assuming, will be... no more tape to slice through. I'm assuming this will be the cables. Yep, there we go. So we've got USB cable. And we've got an HDMI cable. So that's great. We can put all the packaging to one side neatly. And we can set this puppy up. So I'm going to use one of my flat screens here. And what I do, here's my little tip for you. Because most of these screens come with a USB port, and that is enough to power. That's what I use for my A500 Mini and my Atari 2600 Plus. You can power it from the USB port on the back of your TV if you've got a small TV like this. And I think a small TV is the perfect setup for the Spectrum or any of these retro consoles. It's the best way to play. So I'm going to set it up. No, I'm not. Before we do that, let's do a comparison of an original. Okay, so let's just make some space here. Let's move these out the way because we know what cables are like. And first of all, I just want to have a look at the Spectrum introduction. There we go. Nice little introduction manual telling you how to set it up in that very simple style with some modern hints there like QR codes and stuff like that. How many pages? About 16 or 19 pages. I can't see without my glasses. That's that. Now, with a real Spectrum, you also got, so this is an original from back in the 80s. Look at that. Beautiful. And again, that was not a thick book. It was thicker, but similar style diagrams in terms of how to set up your thing. But there's also a few commands in there. All of that kind of stuff. And how many pages is that? That's 20 something. According to my eyes, that's blurry blur. There's about 20 odd pages. So there you go. But also with the original Spectrum, you did also get basic programming, and there was another book. I think there's 3 books that came with it. I've got 2 of them. Looking at the unit itself, there's my original. Not my original, but an original. There's not much in it. There really isn't. And there's my original +3 in the background. I was about to adjust the framing, but I think that's perfect with the +3 in the background there. Oh, gorgeous. Well, what a gorgeous desk. Well, that's a desk of glory, isn't it? Oh, there we go. The only thing that would make that desk of glory even better is the roaming Spectrum, the charity one, which at time of filming is still in my possession. There we go. Fantastic. All right. Now, on the back of an original, obviously, you've got your interface port, you've got your audio ports, you've got power, and you've got your, that would have been originally RF out. This one's been composite modded. It's just marked TV. And that's pretty much it. And you've got your gloss black along here, your texture black along the bottom. And there we go. You've got your rainbow stripe and you've got your rubber keys, the word Sinclair along the top there, ZX Spectrum. So the Spectrum, the modern one, you've got retro along the top because this isn't Sinclair branded. Then it says the Spectrum rather than ZX Spectrum. You've got your metal. Oh yeah, because this is metal. You've got your metal here with your rainbow stripe and your key codes, and you've got your rubber keys. That's all the same. And look, you've got your gloss black and you've got your textured black. On the bottom, I didn't show you the bottom. You do have a speaker. It'd be interesting to hear if the sounds come out of there. And you've got your sticker there on an original. Well, this one looks like that. There we go, and etched in, you've got your Sinclair logo branding there. Is what you've got there. Fantastic. On the back, obviously this is the modern one. So you've got a power button, which you didn't have on an original. So we can actually switch this on and off from there. There you've got your USB-C for your power. You've got your HDMI for the TV. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 USB ports. Very nice. And you've got another switch there that says home. So I assume that takes you back to the menu. These are the rubber feet style on the bottom there, which again is consistent with what I've got on mine. And just for comparison, this will be a separate video for the roaming Spectrum, but somebody's replaced the ones on here with these feet like that. These are a bit taller, about twice the height, I think. I am very excited, and I tell you what, I love the nostalgia of loading from cassette, and I know when I get my Spectrum next, I'll be able to do that on that. This, I'm also excited about the prospect of either loading at original time but having no load fails from TZX files or TAP files, but also instant loading. Why not? Just get into the game. Let's plug this bad boy in and have a go. Okay, screen is on. Let's hit the power button, which I think is this one. Maybe it was this one. That came from, did that come from there or there? I don't know. I don't know. Right, I've got some setup to do here, and I want to set up English. I'm not going to record the setup. I just want to set it to English and 4:3. So we'll come back when I've done that. Actually, I've changed my mind, just so you can see how quick this is. I have gone, so I've gone, whatever the option was, I just had to choose there. I can't remember. Oh, English. So I've chosen English. Here I have to choose whether it's 50 or 60 hertz. We're in a PAL region, so I'm going to say 50 hertz. And this, I don't need to. Oh, then it says run television test. This feels like just like a Spectrum keyboard. It's crazy. Now I hope this TV test, television test will end in 15 seconds. This TV does have issues. Occasionally it goes on the skits, so let's hope this doesn't kill it. Oh, you can just go L to accept settings. Oh, screw it. Right, don't know what that did, but anyway. So go F. Oh, I think it's, if you can see this, then you accept the settings. And that's all I've had to do. And I like this music because it's kind of chiptune-y, whereas some of the other background music they have on some of the other systems doesn't fit the era. This fits the Spectrum's era, this background music. Alien Girl's a modern game, but first I want to change things. So let's go space, display options, oh, you got a CRT effect? I think we should do that. How do I move across? M select. It's OP, of course it's OP. It's OP, and it's AQ to go up and down because that's Spectrum 48K controls. So let's go. We've got CRT effects. We'll put those on. Extended colours, no. Don't want that, so that's on, that's off. I want it to be as original as possible. Let's choose frame. Oh no, we don't want any frame. Oh, so okay, so I don't need to change because the game is going to be 4:3 anyway. That's how it should be. No stretchy. Fantastic. So I don't need to look for aspect ratio. Border size doesn't matter then. Let's get into it. What's advanced options? Oh. Switch to classic mode. It boots as a spectrum. It boots as a spectrum. And then what do I do? That says let, not load. What's load? It's, isn't it? J, it's J. Where's delete? Oh, that's that. Where's my function? There we go. So it'll be J. Oh no. And then symbol shift PP. Then you'd hit enter to load a game. But obviously we're not loading a game, so I don't know how you're gonna work that. I need to do some reading. We've got media select. Yeah, we want a machine reset. Switch to carousel mode. We'll do that. And let's quickly load a game. Oh, Exelon's a good game. The Great Escape, that's a very long game. The Hobbit, Horace Goes Skiing. Lots of good games. Saboteur, it has to be Saboteur for me then, because of Matt and Daryl's house on the 48K, I've told you this before, Saboteur was where it was at for me. And we're straight into the game. So the audio comes from the TV, not from the Spectrum, so that is different. Yeah, I don't think that might be just for show. Keyboard, yes, S, start. Extremely easy, I'll still die. Okay. And what's, I think space is throw. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, it's that button. Yeah, space. I've suddenly forgotten how to play Saboteur. Forgotten where the way to go is. It's down here somewhere. Oh. There you go, sucker. What's along here? No, it's not where I want to go. Oi! Yeah, have it. Oh, the dog got me. Back to home. Oh, this is fantastic. No, I don't want to play. Don't want to play Saboteur again. You got save games and everything, so you can save your games. I think. How do you do that? I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But you can save your games. Oh, stop pressing M. It's because that was the controls in the game. Let's have a quick go at what's Stonkers. Oh, you got Target Renegade as well. Oh, we've got to do some of that. Right, what are the controls? Control options, yes, keyboard. That's fine. Yeah, that's keyboard. We'll work them out. One player. This just feels natural to a Spectrum gamer. It just feels how it should. Alright, the controls are slightly different and I would like to know what punch is right now. Okay, that's punch. I'm not getting very far on this. Yeah, have it. Go away. One of these will be jump. One of them will be jump. Yeah, enough of that. Let's do a quick shoot 'em up. Away the Exploding Fist. And back to Alien Girl. What a fantastic lineup. Let's do some Exelon, sorry. Oh no, wrong button. B, close. M. Right, keyboard. See, of course I could go into define keys and I could set the keys up to whatever I want. In fact, I might do that this time to save myself the embarrassment. So we'll go left, right. We'll go, if we're going to go, that's going to be up and down. What do I want as jump? Well, that's going to be, yeah, so jump, duck, and fire. Okay. Start game. Can you kill that? I've got grenades. Yeah, grenade. Okay. All right. Yep. Love the background artwork in this game. Do I have to grenade all of these? Apparently, yes. Just destroy everything. Yeah, that's what I thought. Beautiful. That's right, yeah, this is ringing bells now. I think I've got this on the shelf. I think. Or maybe it's on the way. Maybe I've got it in the UK. I'm just going to run out of ammo. That's what's going to happen now. Ah, stupid bubbles. Now what I am going to make comment on is the fact that using the power button to hold it on and also then to one press, you know, to get into certain menus. I don't know why, but that has just been intuitive for me. And that's worked great. But the navigating around, like, it's not really pointed out on screen. So I think you would need to be just into the spectrum to intuitively think O, P, Q, and A to navigate through the menus. So yeah, navigating around the menus with O, Q, P, A, once you get your head around it, that's fine. And if you go down on a game, that's when, and how cool is that? That you've got a cassette for your save. I love it. That's fantastic. Similar to what they did with the A500 Mini, you have a disc pop up, you have 4 discs pop up. This is really cool. That's fantastic. Okay, I have actually done some playing around, didn't do it on camera, because it's not worth you waiting. And I've worked out how to load TZX files, and it's very simple. So on this thumb drive, you'll see when I boot it up, I've installed some games, but I didn't do anything special to the drive. I've also, by the way, downloaded the manual from the website, the Retro Games manual. That, just to update, that manual that comes in the box is actually only about 2 pages in English, unlike the original, and then it's different languages all the way through. They basically just point you towards the website after very simple install instructions, but there is a full manual that you can buy. You can buy the spiral bound manual. It's going to boot this up. Okay, boots normally, and unlike the A500 Mini, you scroll through, you don't see the USB. So what do? Okay, and I've done nothing special to this thumb drive. You'll see other junk on there. Okay, so what you do is you go into options, which is space, down to advanced options, and you go switch to classic mode. Obviously, if you're booting into classic mode, and this may be the way some people would prefer to use the Spectrum, you could just boot into classic mode and then do what I'm about to do, right? So we boot into classic, we go into classic mode, right? So let's pretend you'd set this up to boot in classic mode, as I showed you earlier. Then this is how the machine would boot up for you, okay? You hit the power button once, Okay, media select. Here is my USB drive. I did not do any special formatting. And you can see there's other junk here. There's, you know, I've used this on my PS4 and everything. Backup of my dad's old laptop, UK 24 photos, system volume information, not done my pictures, not done anything special. But I've got a folder here called Spectrum, which I added on my PC. So I'm going to go into that. I've got a folder in there called Games, which I created. And here are my files. Now, it didn't like a folder. If I go to a folder, for example, with... so Road Blasters is a +3 disc format. If I select that, it makes a rude noise. It's not happy with that. But anything with a TZX, it seems fine. Let's go... Oh, Overlander's a good game. Right, hit M. Overlander. I wonder if it'll load the 128K version. Let's load the 48K version. Let's go legit, right? And hit M. Now, so what it's done is that's put the media into the cassette player. Okay. I could now go back, I guess. I could go back to... so I've got an option here to auto load media, right? And what that doesn't auto load it, it starts the tape loading process. You load it in real time. What I'm wondering is, let's try this. I'm going to press the power button to come out of this menu. I assume that's what it's going to do. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, so I press the back to carousel, and it does the auto load. So I was wondering if you could go back, so you go J, so you basically go load quote quote, but no, I can't find a way to do that. I'm sure it's possible, but as you can see here, this is going to load in real time the game, complete with all the screams. So that's going to take a good 5 minutes or so. We'll come back when that's loaded. So there you go, that's loaded, and it literally loaded in real cassette time. Maybe in the menu there's a way of opting for fast load. I like the nostalgia of that though. And the weird thing is I find myself rushing to press stop on the cassette player, and of course there isn't one. It's so cool. It's so cool. Right, we're on keyboard. Secret documents, we'll do it. What's file? I forgot what file it was. Oh, so because it's not the 128K version, there's no music. The music on this is... I want to see if it will load the 128K version in a minute and let you know. Oh, we need fuel. It's a bit loud. I love this game. Although I always played the 128K version, I don't think I've ever played the 48K version. Go away! Let's get him. Yeah. So much better than Road Blasters, I have to tell you. This game is Mad Max without the without the license. It's brilliant. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got 48K, which is what we loaded last time. But I've selected Overlander 128. Overlander 128K is what's selected down here. This time I'm going to hit into load media. And let's see what it does. Right, it's starting to load. Let's see if it loads it and if we get the music this time, which will be the AY chip emulation. Well, there's some chiptune music, there's some AY music, and that means it does, yes indeed, load 128K files as well as 48K, which is what the original 48K Spectrum would have been able to deal with. That's freaking great tune, freaking awesome tune for the Spectrum. That's fantastic, and the reason why that's fantastic is because on this little device you could play the Spectrum games that you grew up with. I can't tell you where to download them, how to download them, but they're out there. And yeah, TZX is the format you're looking for. I don't know if it supports TAP format. There's converters out there. I'm sure it probably does. But that means not only can you download and play the games that you grew up with, but also modern games like I've got The Dark by Zoysia here. You can download these and play these for free. I was fortunate enough to buy the box versions before they had to close down for, let's just call it political reasons, state of the world at the moment, because they're a Russian company. The Dark and Valley of Rain's my favourite for many reasons, and I've got all 8 of the box games up on the shelf there as well, including Angels. I've played Angels a bit, I didn't do that on camera. And what's the other one I haven't played? Oh yeah, Metal Man Redux. I haven't even played that. So I need to get on and do that. That's friggin' awesome. That is so friggin' awesome. It was so easy to do. Love it. Shame it doesn't play disc images though. I wonder if they'll update that in the future. But I like the way this works out of the box. You know what? With these kind of devices, I don't like having to do the updates because most punters won't. I'm interested in what does it do out of the box. And okay, didn't seem to like disc files for me. If you've got disc files working on it, let me know in the comments. So look, genuinely, what a time to be alive, where not only can we, you know, be playing about with original kit, and not only that, we can, through modern technology, be collaborating on a global level about our love for this kit, and having kit like this repaired by different people to keep this original memory alive. That is fantastic. But equally so, keeping in mind these have sold very well and been sold through major retail outlets like Argos in the UK, and toy shops as well. The fact that in 2024 and 2025 you can buy essentially a Spectrum 48K and you can plug it in to your TV, switch it on and play games just like we did 40 years ago, except they can load them faster, the cheats. That is amazing. What another fantastic, look, not sponsored at all, what a fantastic product by Retro Games Limited. I love this. I almost, because I've gone on with the Spectrum Next Kickstarter 3, I almost wasn't going to, because they're so hard to get over here in Australia. I grew up in the UK, hence my love for these systems. And I'm so glad I took the punt. It's not a lot of money, right? It's not a lot of money. What was this? 179 delivered. 179 Australian dollars. Half that for the UK pounds. And just holding it in my hand. Like, it's, to me, I'm not even joking. This, no, it's not the original experience, but it feels, it feels like the original experience. I never had a brand new 48K because I ended up with the much better and faster loading Spectrum Plus 3, right? But I always wanted one, but we ended up with the Electron, then the Plus 3. Now I've got one, and it feels like I finally got a brand new Spectrum 48K, all of my own. And the convenience of the experience, plug it in, 2 cables, off you go. somehow, you know, when you're playing it on a small, yes, modern screen like this, again, it just legitimizes it. This is fantastic. I'm really stoked for the A1200. And I promise, after I've got that one, I will stop buying hardware. I will. I think I will. I probably will. All right, bye.